Okay. Feels like it's been way longer than 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Welcome to Hoosier Man, you folks. You folks at home, this is the off season. I am Jared, and this is my co-host,
Anthony, the other co-host.
the other guy. I'm the other guy to his other guy. If you're tuning in just now, if you just started watching, you're late to the intro. We're talking about cozy games tonight because this is a shout out to Foxy for helping me brainstorm an idea of what to talk about. Normally me and Anthony do this, but he's very busy. Why are you busy?
I've got a lot going on. I've got many things, many machinations toiling around.
How dare you remind me of Final Fantasy 14 in this time? I'm going to play that soundtrack right when you said that word.
Good. Drop it.
Famous. Yeah, one of those famous tracks.
Turn me into a Final Fantasy villain.
No, it's not. It's like a fucking, Imaginations is playing. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us some more.
I'm in full off-season mode. I just got back from Canada. We went on a fishing trip. I've got football starting up, so I'm all the way locked into not being locked in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm totally locked into our personal off-season. Normally this time of year, folks, he goes away to football heaven, and I stay in gaming hell and try to catch up on my backlog, which I never get done because I end up playing some rat race of a game. Rat wheel. What do you call it?
Yeah, I think that's the right term. Yeah, rat race.
Carrot on a stick. I end up playing Final Fantasy 14 or some other MMO for the remainder of the season until he comes back to me and we play Stardew Valley in the fall time.
Yeah, exactly.
We found out we have a cycle of games we play.
Yeah, down to the month. That's how ridiculous we are.
Yeah. When did we last play this game? Oh, last year about this time. Oh, is it time to play Soul Calibur 6, my lord?
Yeah. I'll do that. Hey.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I can watch you kill me with Yoshimitsu. Yo, piece of shit. Hey, we didn't even cuss in the first 30 seconds. Roll that back, me.
Hey,
cuss.
We get our sponsors back?
Yeah. Welcome to Bryce's Dice.
Not actual dice, not for sale in any store.
Yeah. Our sponsor tonight is Bryce's Dice. Bryce's Dice are nice to me. They let me roll 20s. Get yourself a pair.
Well, you know where that joke came from, right? It's from Blood Bowl. Have I ever explained Blood Bowl to the chat?
Oh, no, never. Yeah, what's that game about?
Well, so...
You piece of shit.
Oh my gosh. You can tell it's been 2 weeks. We've been this is for the folks at home here. We've been subconsciously just dumping stuff out because we didn't have this to do it. And so normally we just get on and talk, and we'll just get on and talk, but it's like we are recording an episode. So the last couple times we've been on Discord, we've just been dumping everything that's been going on inside of our minds to each other. And it's like, no, save it. We got to save it for the podcast. What are you doing?
There it goes. Right out the door.
Yeah.
It's gone. Fuck. We're supposed to be talking about cozy games, but I do want to say that the god or devil, maybe, of the gaming platforms, Epic, gave us a couple of games that we'd been trying to work on, Dead Space 2, and then just last night, we got to play Shredder's Revenge, TMNT. Yeah. Both.
Very fun.
Very fun. Well, maybe we'll do a little chat about that at some point. I think what you and I consider cozy games may not be the same as everyone else. I think you even said, what did you say your cozy game was?
Yeah, my cozy game is Madden Football. I could play that with my eyes closed. We defined it, we were trying to figure out the games that we were going to, list off for this episode. And, obviously some of the ones that everybody thinks of popped up there. And I think they're there for a good reason. But I think the thing that you and I realized was we don't play games the way that most other people play games. We have found out very recently that we lock in. Like, we go full on, make a spreadsheet. We're going to dissect this game. We're going to min-max it down until we get every drop of fun out of it. And then once we've done that, we discard that game and move on to another one. And so what we found, the cozy games for us, they're not like farming sims or, oh, there's no action or anything like that. No. Cozy game for me is something where I can turn my brain off. I can almost do it in the background and then hang out with you guys, whatever that may be. And so for me, my cozy game is always going to be Madden, football games, hockey games, sports games. Any sports game, that's my cozy game. Well, what is it for you? What's the non-traditional cozy game for you?
Non-traditional. I found this one harder to answer because I always have trouble focusing on a game and yakking. Recently, it's been that Minecraft where I can just like blow through content in that game and not think about it. But I think in the past, it's been like beat 'em ups or like Mega Man X or something. That 20XX for the longest time, I was sitting and playing it while just talking to anyone in voice chat, just blowing through achievements, working on that. Oh my God, that was so much fun. But I didn't have to like get out my spreadsheets to think about the game. That's what he's talking about, how we play games, folks. We have spreadsheets for stuff to keep track of things. And then I take extensive notes and lore notes about what we did during those games.
The crazy thing is, we only just recently came to this realization. We were playing a wrestling game for our Twitch channel, and I was like, oh, hey, you were struggling with kind of balancing all of the plates, because that's what that game mode is. You balance plates. You're trying to manage your wrestler's stamina, their popularity, their morale. You're trying to satisfy your GM goals for the week, but you're also trying to satisfy like your rivalries. It's a lot of stuff. And so I was like, oh, hey, when I play this game, I make a spreadsheet. If you want, you can borrow mine. And then that kind of opened up the floodgates of like, oh my gosh, we realized you and I make spreadsheets almost every time we play a game and we get really locked into it. You and I don't know why. That's just how we process that information. We will find sources of, how to min-max the game, YouTube videos, articles, whatever. We'll pull all of that stuff into kind of a spreadsheet. And obviously you tailor the spreadsheet to the game that you're playing. But yeah, we kind of realized that that's how we have fun, is by making the game not fun, I guess. I don't know.
I just have to know everything before I can do the things that I want to do, and that's to run jank shit. Here's the meta. How do I do this stupid fucking thing that I want to do over and over? Because that's where the dopamine is for me. Not over here in the main vein. I'm over here fucking dribbling off the side, doing the boops or whatever the hell that we would do.
Exactly.
But we have to know how it works. I have to know how it works, and that's just the way it goes. But, when it comes to cozy games, I'd say the one that you and I played the most, I don't know if I would consider it cozy, though, considering how we played it. But maybe you could play it a different way. Stardew Valley, of course. God, we had spreadsheets for that. Layouts. You remember when we were planning the Joja run?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Well, I think that is a perfect example of, for us, cozy games become stressful because it's like, oh, just go have fun, talk to the villagers, grow your crops, do whatever you want to do, have fun. You and I don't know how to do that. We need to have the best crop that makes the most money and has the best yield for that season. We need to have all of our villagers at max hearts, which means we have to constantly talk to them and give them gifts. And then on top of that, we have to have our thing, that defines us and makes us happy. And yours was mining and the Adventure Guild, and mine was fishing and foraging. And so we had to min-max those, and we had to max those things out. And so I think one of the coziest games of all time, you and I found a way to turn it into a stressful event. And the Joja run, we literally filled our our farm plot with a combination of sprinklers and seeds, and we were able to finish Joja by summer 1, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. There was like 600 blueberries. It was like midsummer, I think, but still, it was like so fucking ridiculous. Well, and we didn't realize we were hamstringing the piss out of ourselves, even though we probably put 400 hours in this fucking game, and we're like, we can't do any upgrades to the pickaxe. That would be money spent, and that's wasteful.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was hell. We'll do a whole Stardew Valley episode, folks, and we'll put the images up on the screen and walk you through the old farm and everything that we went through on that. But the next game on the list here, which we both played, and we both played a couple different versions of this game, is Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for me, really the one for the Switch, New Horizons, that was kind of that was the name of it, right? New Horizons.
Yeah.
I think for me that was the one that kind of solidified me in that world. And again, kind of in the same vein of Stardew Valley, I don't think you and I played it the way that everybody else played it. You know, we focused on the collection aspect of it and finishing off the museum and doing all of those things. My kind of guilty pleasure was that I found this girl on TikTok who turned her Animal Crossing, island into a reality TV show that I tuned into and watched every day. And so I tried to emulate that by turning my island into kind of a reality TV show style thing. But even that, it's like you're trying to have a cozy game. And I think we still ended up finding a way to turn it into like, no, I have to finish off the museum today.
Yeah, that game got a little too much, especially once they give you fucking terraforming in New Horizons. I was like, oh no, I've ruined my island. Yeah. I ruined it. Oh no.
We've had this conversation multiple times. You and I don't have the right mind for creating in games. Like you're an artist, you have incredible imagination, you know how to take what is in your head and put it to paper. But for whatever reason, when you and I get together and try to play a game, and it's like, I'm going to turn my island into, I forget what it was called. It was called like City Core or something like that. You would look it up on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And I'm going to make City Core. And then you go to do it. And I would just get so frustrated because it was like, what I want in my head is not coming out into the game. And so the cozy game where I'm supposed to be having fun and, like you said, making my island look fun and accessible to all of my villagers, I just ended up like swearing and cussing and running around the island pissed off.
I don't have a lot of 3D skills. That's my problem. So like, I could draw it. Here's what right here. This is what's gonna look like. Then it goes into a 3D space, and I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck? It looks like shit. And sitting there, that looks bad, boss. Stop it. This is not cozy. I'm stressed out. I'm very stressed.
That's we're sitting there playing a game where it's like, oh, just fish at your leisure. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fish at my leisure, but I need to get all of the fish for this season before it changes, because then I have to wait another year before I can come back, because I didn't do the time skip stuff. So I was like, I've got to get the fish right now. It's got to be right now.
Fucking, it's past 5 o'clock. No! It's a fucking starfish! Not a shark! God damn it!
All the stupid flowers and the stupid insects.
The fucking flowers, bro.
Fossils.
Oh my god, the flowers really did need a fucking spreadsheet. I don't know if you got into breeding those motherfuckers, but
it was awful.
God damn it. I was like, turn it to a fucking blue one. Turn blue! Better this blue! You piece of shit! I was just fucking ripping the flowers out of the ground. I mixed them wrong! God damn it! It's gotta start over! No time travel. Yeah, right, you piece of shit!
I'm a very big fan. I believe that you should experience both ends of the spectrum when you play a game. You should have sweet and you should have sour. You should be able to experience, this game is really fun. I love it. Everything about this I'm pouring myself into. And then the opposite of the spectrum, I fucking hate this. I don't ever want to do this again. But I experienced it and now I know that I don't like that. Animal Crossing is the perfect storm of a game that is not for me. There's no goals. There's no end game. It's have fun, build whatever you want to build, bring in whatever villagers you want to bring in. That's it. That's the game. And I was literally, like how we just started like getting aggravated. That was me playing the game for like, and the worst part was the game is literally telling you as you're playing it, like, hey, don't be afraid to set the game down. Go do something else. I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game right now. I want to play the game right now. Let me play the game.
Yeah. If you were doing what I was doing when I was playing Animal Crossing, it was watching videos of Animal Crossing, reading about the history of Animal Crossing, making things so I could prepare to play Animal Crossing. And then when I was playing Animal Crossing, I was working very diligently on those things that I worked on outside of the game, reading wikis, watching videos of people doing stuff. I'm like, I'm going to do that shit. Okay. And then I get in the game and I'm like, I'm stressed out. Where's my list? Goes get the list.
I downloaded this is how bad I was. I downloaded an app on my phone that would tell you, okay, these are my dailies. These are the things that I got to do today. These are all of the insects, animals, and fish that I need to get today. The times that I can get them. I would set an alarm on my phone so that it would be like, hey, I'm in the middle of building over here, but, I've got to get this fish right now. Stop what you're doing. Go get this fish. Go get the fish. Bring it back. It was awful. It was the cozy game my ass.
We got to do an episode about fishing in video games because I've got a bone to pick with everybody who thinks that fishing in Animal Crossing is fucking fun. It sucks. It's boring as fuck. You put the fucking bobber in the water and wait till you fucking goes under and then you pull the bobber. That ain't fishing, bro. I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know. It was 100% luck. Dependent on what fish you got. There was no way to determine what I was trying to get other than time and place. Yeah, I agree. And like I know people don't like Stardew Valley fishing. I get it. It's challenging. It's tough. I loved it. I thought it was an incredible mini game. I thought it was very fun. I thought it was semi-realistic. Animal Crossing fishing game can go to hell.
It's a fucking meme at this point. There's people like, no way. This is one of the greatest fucking fishing systems in this style of game. Are you kidding? It's so cool. You can target the fish. You can min-max the rods and the bobbers and the hooks. Like, there's so many modular pieces so that you can do what you need to do while fishing and you can become a fisherman. And I think that is way more fun than being like, has rod, goes in water, rod broke. Also, I don't know how I got that fish that I got. Like, no, dude, real fishing, you can target fish with certain kinds of fucking bait and stuff, right? I don't know. I'm not a fisherman.
Absolutely you can. Now, granted, that doesn't guarantee that that's the fish that you're going to catch, but it can increase the chances of that's what you're going to catch. I just didn't like the idea of, you stand by the shore and you see a shadow, so you cast your line out and, 3 bobber clicks later, you've got them. I don't know. I think the other problem with Animal Crossing, and we've talked about this with Nintendo games as a whole, you're not supposed to lose, right? The point of the fishing minigame is that you catch the fish. And I get that. But there needs to be an element of failure so that when you succeed, it feels better. And I didn't feel that with Animal Crossing.
Yeah. We got to do a whole run on that because I would love to talk more about that. Well, what kind of work through some more of these games I put on the list. I'm not a cozy gamer. I found out I got a good friend. She's really good at picking out cozy games. And we kind of realized that when we were sitting there talking about it. And I was like, oh my God, she's so fucking good, Avram. She's so good at picking out cozy games. What the hell? I'm like, God damn. Okay. Well, so the next one on this list, I don't know what this genre is, but it's not as scary as its counterpart that kind of started this genre. And this game is called Repo. And if you've never played Repo or Lethal Company, these games are like you're a crew and you're going to these abandoned houses or places and you're looting, essentially. And then some eldritch being is taking the loot and then giving you money for whatever fucking reason. And then inside these spaces, there's these like eldritch horror creatures that are given weird names, and they kind of chase you, and they're all different. In Repo you can kill them somehow if you have guns and stuff. There's guns. But that game's just real chill. I mean, it takes it doesn't take me any brain power to play it. I just kind of push forward and hope I don't die. Like push W, hold W to win.
Yeah, there you go. I've never played those games, either one of those games, but I have seen you play them, and they look incredible. They look like incredible fun. Like you said, I think because they require a team setting, that kind of like that no longer qualifies as a cozy game to me, because now I need to put on my hat of I'm hanging out with people. And to me, a cozy game is I can play it in the dark in my bed with no lights on, communicating with no other human being on Earth, and also doing that while I'm in a Discord call, if that makes sense.
Dude, you could play that game by yourself. Well, I know a couple of guys who played it and beat it by themselves.
I didn't realize it had a single player.
Well, it's just like however many you have. I think I want to say up to 6 in Repo. I want to say. I'm not the specialist in that game, so. But yeah, a couple of people I know in our free company, Final Fantasy, have played it by themselves, and I'm pretty sure they've beaten it. Of course, we never beat it because I play like a fucking buffoon. I purposely try to tag the monsters on the back, and then I go, tag, you're it, and then they take off running, and they're like, rah, 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 rah. They usually catch me, and I'm like, I'll pass. I don't know what I was thinking.
Good.
It's pretty good. You got any cozy games? I know I'm reading from a list that I wrote. I don't know what other games you got. You got any off the top of your head?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, my version of cozy games is sports related. So mine are all like college football 25 and whatever version of Madden I'm playing and hockey I'm playing. Like right now, I'm doing a NHL 24 career mode, and NHL 24 isn't even the most current NHL game. So it's not even whether or not it's recent. It's just sometimes I get that itch, and I search for that style of gameplay. I don't know. I mean, like obviously, we played Stardew Valley, we played Harvest Moon, or Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, and all that stuff together. But like, I don't seek out those games when I'm by myself, if that makes sense, because that's normally what we play as a group game. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Like you had mentioned, you liked the Mega Man style games as your cozy game. Maybe that's me is just Madden.
You know, and I'm thinking about it again. We keep saying cozy game and stuff, and maybe for you and I, it's more like return to basics kind of cozy. You know, like I'm going to this thing that I'm really good at, that I also love, and hits the nostalgia, hits the fun times, hits the relaxation, releases the dopamine, and there's no stress, you know?
Yeah.
And this genre, I don't know, because see, I got, again, on this list is wrong. Overcooked is it's probably not considered cozy. I consider Overcooked quite stressful. It's like,
right.
It's like everything that happens when you work in a kitchen, like for a restaurant chain or something, anything. Anybody who's worked in a restaurant and you haven't played Overcooked, but you'd like to see that like translated into a video game, it's Overcooked, man. This game is insane. It's obviously it's way more fun with multiple people. See, and I'm considering cozy games something that you can play with your friends that's easy to jump into and is no pressure. Like, I'm not going to yell at my friends for getting, I wouldn't yell at my friends, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be mad at your friend for not being good at the game. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, we're just playing to play. So I don't know. Like, maybe design games like The Sims or even the Happy Home Designer, like from Animal Crossing. I got Palia on this list, and I'd consider that a cozy game because I just don't think it's stressful. It doesn't take a lot of skill. Or skill, is that the right word? Like where you have talent and skill, and then there's a skill ceiling, and then I just can't reach that skill ceiling, so now I'm stressed. Elden
Ring. Is going to sound crazy. This might sound crazy, and maybe this doesn't quite fit the mold of what it is that we're trying to talk about, but for me, that it does. When I think of cozy games, this isn't necessarily like one-to-one relation, but to me it feels cozy, if that makes sense. Where any of the Telltale games, Walking Dead games, they had like a Batman game. There was a Until Dawn. Now, granted, these are scary games, right? They're technically horror games, but the style of game, that point and click adventure game, to me, that becomes a cozy game because, like you said, there's no skill involved. So a lot of the times I'm playing those games to get trophies, and the trophy involves just playing the game. It's not like, oh, I need to hit 5 3-pointers in this game, or I need to, cause 3 interceptions in this game, whatever. I need to get 50 headshots. Well, in those games, you just play the game and you get all of the trophies. You experience the story, and really the only, quote unquote difficult gameplay are QuickTime events. And so for me, those are like I guess now that I'm like thinking through it, those would be my ultimate like cozy game, guilty pleasure game where I can just turn my brain off and play them. Now, granted, you can't play those with other people. It's a single player only experience. But like playing one of those games on a Vita in my bed, that's perfect for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like the genre was probably created by Harvest Moon, SNES, and SimCity. Like the original, like something, it's just like it didn't matter. You could blow the fucking city up, whatever, it didn't matter. It's fine. We'll just start another one. Yep. And the Sims still like king cozy, right? Like bam.
Oh yeah.
Harvest Moon's long dead. But another game on this list, if you hadn't ever seen it played, totally cozy, Galaxy Burger, where there's no timers on anything. It's like you're working in a kitchen, like Overcooked, but like take all the stress out.
I gotcha.
Just like you're running a restaurant, and then these fucking like cats in mecha suits come up and order 3 breads as a sandwich, and you're like, that's not a sandwich, that's 3 pieces of bread. And they're like, piss off, give me my bread sandwich. And you're like, okay, here you go. I've not played this. I've watched it been played by my friends. It's very fun to watch. Yeah, I don't know. This genre is not one that we dabble in too long, but Stardew Valley definitely took us there. It brought us back to our roots, which was Harvest Moon for you and I. I mean, yeah. I fucking love Harvest Moon. I've played every single one of them. Very fun.
Yeah, for me, I think Harvest Moon 64 was really that first experience for me of getting that kind of lifestyle sim game. And I like even back then, I think I played the game the way that I play it now, which is, I have to run over and talk to my sweetie. I have to make sure all my, you have your dailies, you have your chores, you have your things that you have to do. And then it was like, okay, now what can I do with the rest of my time with the day that you have? And then, eventually the day ends and it's like, okay, I'll just do one more day and then I'm done. And I think that kind of addictive cycle, we appreciate that addictive cycle. However, while doing it, you and I are both very stressed out.
Oh, yeah. Like the whole time, puckered up, leaned forward. I'm going to get through this day. I have a long list to get done in 15 minutes. Those days in Stardew Valley are like 15 minutes. You think that's a long time. You think until you have to do all the things that Anthony just said. You're going to talk to your fucking sweetie. She's not in the same place. You don't have her fucking schedule memorized. His. It could be a his. And you're like running around. Oh, Piss, where are you? Oh, it's Sunday. You're supposed to be over there. Oh, Piss, I still haven't done that other thing. I've done. No, I need to run. Try again tomorrow.
Yeah. It's awful. I think the problem is you and I, like, it's not that we like stress. It's that we don't know how to completely, like, calm down.
Oh yeah.
And so for us, a cozy game has to include some element of stress, or we will induce it ourselves and make it stressful.
That's the truth. I was just talking about how the Animal Crossing fishing wasn't stressful enough. That maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yes, of course I love Stardew Valley's fishing. It fucking stresses me the fuck out. I love it. Let me write that down. Write that down in the book of grudges.
Yeah, I think I just think that's how we play games. Like, because I don't know. That's just how we get our dopamine, I guess. You know, like, especially because of trophies and achievement hunting and stuff like that. That's primarily how I play, is based off of, that's my end game goal. And it really started with that whole idea of like, I can't let go of games, old games. And so my way of letting go of a game is like, I get the platinum trophy and then it's like, okay, I'm done with that game. I need to move on to the next one or else I'm never going to be able to get the next trophy. And so maybe that level of kind of like achievement chasing, that's why individual games need to be stressful. I don't know. No clue.
I was just talking about that. That's why how I got like moved on from the summoner class in 14 was I got the relic of that particular expansion when I was playing summoner. And then I never was able to put warrior all the way down until I went back and finally got the ARR relic. Because all my friends at the time were douchebags. And they were like, don't get it, you don't need it, you can just go into this dungeon and get it. But I was like, but it looks cool. And they're like, shut up, idiot. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't get it until recently, because my good friends, write that down in the fucking book of grudges too. Where is that book anyway?
I don't know. I can't read.
I threw it away.
I threw it in the trash.
I threw it away because I was playing cozy games and it made me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The genre itself is very interesting, though. I feel like it's kind of growing bigger within the last year or two, maybe longer than that. I have no concept of time, folks. Okay, there's somebody out there going, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, okay, I didn't know, but yeah, I don't know. I thought that was an interesting topic, though. So thank you. Goes out to a viewer or a listener, actually, because we don't have any video.
Not yet, we don't.
Yeah, actually, well, there should be video on an episode that you've already seen.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Fuck.
It's the off season. We'll get it next year.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps up the topic for me. Unless you have something to add to just this episode in general.
No, I think, like we said, this isn't necessarily something that we specialize in, but when we do find a game in this genre, I do think it's something that we both really enjoy. So this was a fun one. This was a good one to talk about.
Yeah, I want to come back and talk about Legend of the River King, fucking Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, and any other game that has fishing in it. And we're going fishing.
I think we need to do...
What do you have to say? Fish on!
Fish on, yeah. We need to do a deep dive in the Sega Genesis game, Bassmasters Classic. And just really dive into that game.
Well, okay. Well, I feel like you've got me on the hook here.
Oh! Okay.
I'm ready. Folks, maybe next time you'll hear about that. In our off season, we're going fishing.
Yeah. Well, see ya.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is off season.
You don't get a full see ya. You'll get one next Thursday.
Yeah. Next Thursday.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Okay.